success doesn't depend on the size of our brain. It's totally depend on the size of our thoughts. Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to one and all present here. I hope you guys are doing well. Yesterday we saw cell, about cell and explanation of cell. Today we are going to see cell theory and its types of cells. Okay girls? Cell theory. Cell theory is a concept which is proposed by Sladen and Stavan to explain the nature of cells. Okay girls? Stavan is the father of cell biology. In Robert Hooke observed cells in a cock. He coined the term cells and he observed the cell in a cock in 1665. Here is Robert Hooke. Robert Brown. He noticed that pollen grains in water jingled around called Brownian motion. He discovered the nucleus. This is the nucleus structure, how it looks. Then this is Robert Brown. He noticed and he discovered the nucleus. Robert Brown. Okay, next. Matthias Sladen, he is a botanist who concluded that all plants are made up of cells, and he proposed the cell theory with Stavan. Okay, then he is a botanist. Then Theodor Stavan, he is a zoologist who concluded that all animals are made up of cells. He discovered nerve cells, and he is the father of cell biology because he described morphology and physiology of the cell for the first time. Who is Stavan, and he proposed cell theory with Matthias Sladen. Okay girls? Okay, then cell theory. The development of cell theory has taken hundreds of years. The development of cell theory taken hundreds of years. Much of its development parallels with advance in technology, including staining techniques and the development of both light and electron microscope. The three main principles of cell are all organisms are composed of one or more cells. Cells are the smallest unit of life. All cells come from pre-existing cells. Okay. Did you get this? What is cell theory? Okay, then the cell is the simplest unit that can carry out all life processes. Simplest unit, the cell is the simplest unit and it can carry out all life processes. Cell theory is the activities of an organism or the outcome of the activities of its cells. There are some objections. Cell theory. Certain organisms are not made up of cells, like for example viruses. Okay, then it is used to study the behavior of chromosomes during mitosis and meiosis. It is best to study living cells without fixation and staining. It's a cell structure. It's have a component, and the components of a cell is nucleus, chromosomes, Golgi apparatus, endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, chromosomes, lysosomes, and cell membrane, etc. Plasma membrane. Plasma membrane is surrounded by the plasma membrane may be defined as the thin, elastic, semi-permeable living membrane that serves as a boundary for the cytoplasm. Serves as a boundary for the cytoplasm. The term plasma membrane was coined by Nogli in 1855. Plasma membrane is otherwise called cell membrane or plasma lemma. Plasma membrane is the outer limiting membrane in all animal cells, but in plant cells and bacterial cells it is present inner to the cell wall. It is present in the inner into the cell wall. It serves as a barrier for the flow of some components into and out of cells. It determines the composition of cytoplasm in the cells. A plasma membrane is about 75 angstrom in thick. Its thickness is almost constant in all plants and animal cells and bacterial cells. Next, endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum is a double membrane bound interconnected with network of tubules, fascicles or flattened sacs. They are endoplasmic reticulum is more concentrated in endoplasm and then in the ectoplasm. Endoplasmic reticulum is the cytoskeleton of the cell. It is a cytoplasmic vascular system and it is the transportation system of the cell. It functions as the packaging system. The endoplasmic reticulum functions as the packaging system. It is concerned with the biosynthesis of protein and lipids. It is concerned with the biosynthesis of protein and lipids. And according to Porter, the endoplasmic reticulum is a complex. There are two types of endoplasmic reticulum: rough endoplasmic reticulum RER, and the rough endoplasmic reticulum is involved in synthesis of protein, and second one is in smooth endoplasmic reticulum, and it's a SER. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum is involved in lipid synthesis. Golgi apparatus. It is made up of anastomosing tubules of membranes and vessels. It helps in formation of secretory products of carbohydrates. And Golgi apparatus is also called Golgi bodies, Golgi complex, dectosomes, dectosomes. It is also called dectosomes, Golgi apparatus, Golgi complex, Golgi bodies. Okay. It is the post office of the cells. Golgi apparatus is the post office of the cells. It is the distribution and shipping department of the cells. It is the distribution and shipping department of the cells, and it is modifying, sorting, packaging unit of the cells. Golgi apparatus, modifying, sorting, packaging unit of the cells. It is named after discoverer of Golgi. Then it is located in the cytoplasm midway between the nucleus and cytoplasm cells, plasmic cells, and liver cells and plant cells contain many Golgi bodies. Mitochondria. It is a double membrane bound organelle. Although the shape of mitochondria is variable, but usually it is elongated, cigar shaped. It localizes inside the cells at a site of maximum energy requirements. An active cells, liver cells, contains as many as 2,000 mitochondria. Very few mitochondria are present in inactive cells. Each mitochondria consists of 4 components: outer membrane, inner membrane, matrix bound by outer inner membrane, space present between 2 membranes containing enzymes. The inner membrane is thrown into folds called cristae. Aerobic respiration takes place in the matrix, which is enhanced by cristae. Mitochondria are described as the power plants or powerhouse of the cell. The mitochondria plays main role in cellular respiration and energy production. The mitochondria were first observed by Fleming and Kolker in 1882. These organelles were first called bioblast by Altman. Then later, the term mitochondria was introduced by Benda in 1898. Ribosomes. Ribosomes is a complex of ribonucleo protein made from RNAs and ribosomal proteins. Ribosomes is a non-membrane organelle. Ribosomes is a protein factory. Ribosomes is an assembly shop for protein synthesis. It is a huge and complex molecular machine synthesizing protein. It is a protein builder. Ribosomes are protein builder and protein synthesizer of cells. It is translational apparatus. It was discovered by Floyd in 1941. Ribosomes are found in all living cells. There are two types of ribosomes. They are 70 having 70 subunit and 80 subunits. 70s The 70s ribosomes is found in prokaryotic cells, mitochondria, and cell chromosomes, chloroplast. The 70s ribosomes are smaller in size. The 80s ribosomes is found in eukaryotes. It is larger in size, has a sedimentation coefficient of 80s. Nucleus. Nucleus is a membrane-bound organelle containing chromosomes and nucleolus. Containing nucleolus. It controls all the cellular activities, so it is referred to as the controlling center of the cells. It functions as the heart of a cell. The nucleus act as the brain of the cells. The nucleus is the act as the brain of the cells, and it is administrative office of the cells. Nucleus is the administrative office of the cells. Nucleus was first discovered by Robert Brown in plants. The study of nucleus is termed as choriology. Nucleus is the large organelle of the cells. Nuclear membrane. It is a double membrane bound structure. Nuclear membrane consists of numerous pores which regulates the exchange of metabolites between nucleus and cytoplasm. Nucleoplasm, it is like a gel substance. It is like a gel. Do you know the gel? It's a gel-like substance containing genetic material. When the cell is at rest, the nucleoplasm appears as a dark staining nucleoplasm containing thread-like material called nuclear chromatin. Nucleolus cells, which are involved with active protein synthesis, have one or more nucleoli in their nucleoplasm. The ribosomal RNA is described in the nucleus. This is the structure of nucleus. Nucleus having nuclear core, nuclear envelope, nucleoplasm, chromatin, and see this structure. It is a nucleus. Then flagella and cilia. Cilia is the surface projection for movements. It is the projection for movement. The basic structural and functional unit of all living cells. Cell numbers. Unicellular organisms are made up of single cell. Example, amoeba is a bacteria, and Chlamydomonas. And the multicellular organelles are made up of millions of cells. Example, plants and animals. Cell size. Do you know the cell size? Okay. Cells are extremely small, therefore they can only observed under microscope. Cells are measured in micrometers or microns. In these cells, there are mycoplasma, nerve cells, ostrich egg. They cell shape. They are certain shape of cells. The shape of the cells varies in different organisms. The shape of plant cells is different from that one animal cell. They may be spherical, oval, elliptical, spindle shaped, cube like shape, rod, flat, plate like shape, etc. There are difference between animal cell and plant cells, that is prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. Size of the animal cell is 10 to 30 micrometers and size of the plant cell is 10 to 100 micrometers. Okay, and shape of the animal cells are irregular and plant cells are regular and more rigid. Cell wall is absent in cell biology, animal cell and plant cell. Cell wall is present. Chloroplast is absent and in plant cells it is present. Nucleus, it's a center, seen at the periphery in the mature cells. In the nucleus होगा. Lysosomes, centrioles, plasmaderma and glyoxysomes are present in the plant cells, absent in the animal cells. And plasmadermata and glyoxysomes absent in the cytoplasm and present in the plant cells. Vacuoles is vacuoles are in a plant cells. It is a single centrally located vacuoles. It takes up almost 90% of the volume. The vacuole stores water and maintain nucleus is absent in prokaryotic cells and it is present in eukaryotic cells, and nucleoplasm is absent in the same prokaryotic cells and present in eukaryotic cells. Chromosomes circular, only one contains DNA and no proteins, and in eukaryotic cells it's a thread like more than one contain DNA and protein. Genetic material as organelle components. The DNA and present in both plant and eukaryotic cells. Flagella is present in some forms but do not have 9 plus 2 fibrillar proteins patterns present in some species. They have fibrillar structure. This is the difference between endoplasmic reticulum. Did you understand, girls? If you have any doubt, you can ask our comments. And okay, thank you. Allah Hafiz. Bye.